Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to QualityShot Tennis. Today we are doing the quarterfinal match between Iga Swiatek and Caroline Wozniacki. It was into the quarterfinals of a Masters event once again. These two have only played once, a big difference of generations. I'm excited to call for this one. We're going to get started soon. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. What's up, everybody? Let's see who we got all in here on the stream. So they played once before. That was in Canada in 2019. Swiatek actually got the win as a teenager against Wozniacki. Wozniacki was the 15th seed. But that's a good sign for Swiatek. Swiatek is the heavy favorite. But we're going to see what happens because Wozniacki has been former world number one. She's won a major. Probably not the same player now, but she's still able to play some great tennis. We saw that at the U.S. Open. We're seeing that at this tournament now. So should be very interesting watch here. Yeah, let me know some predictions in the chat if you guys got any. I'm going with Iga in 2 sets. I think Iga is so good at defense, just like Caro, but I just think at the moment she's just, I mean, it's Iga. I mean, she lost 7 games to Collins and Noskova. She can do so many things on the court, just in just about every way. So should be a good match though. We should get started soon, by the way. Players are warming up at the moment. Sinner, by the way, with a match point against Lehechka. Sinner does close out his match, by the way. About to get everything started. Let me get the scoreboard on. All right. Match has begun. It's Caroline Wozniacki to serve first. All right. The Wozniacki serve, I don't know if it's going to be able to deal with the Swiatek return. We're going to see how that all kind of pans out. Yeah, guys, let me know your predictions in the chat. I don't think we're going to see a lot of upset predictions, but it should be fun anyway. All right, I'm currently watching the match through Tennis Channel, so I'm hoping that they switch from the Sinner to the Swiatek, which they should in a moment, momentarily, as Lehechka walks off the court. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, cool. Swiatek Wozniacki getting started now. Wozniacki currently serving at 15-30. They're still not showing the match on Tennis Channel, but they should switch over in a minute. I think they're taking a break from the Sinner. So apologies for that. After the 1-0 game, they should I should be able to have coverage of the match. Tennis Channel isn't always doing what I want them to do, but that's fine. Swiatek's been playing amazing, by the way, just to kind of recap on that. I mean, she had a bad loss at the Australian Open, but she's won like 26 of her last 27 matches or something crazy like that, or 26 of her last 28. She lost in Dubai as well. But you know, she's been on a crazy run of form. She loves these conditions. She won the Sunshine Double a couple of years ago. She loves a slow hard court. You know, she can play like a more defense to offensive style where she gets more pace on her shots, and a hard court allows her to do that. And she likes slow conditions. So I really think she likes playing at the Sunshine Double. Once again, I'm going to start the coverage once Tennis Channel finally frickin' switches over to it. They probably will at this 1-0 game. They said they're going to have full coverage of the match after the break. All right, here we go. 30-all. Wozniacki serve to the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand squash shot. Forehand of Swiatek. Forehand of Wozniacki. Cross court. Forehand of Swiatek. Backhand Wozniacki. The forehand of Iga. Forehand of Wozniacki. Back cross court. Forehand of Iga. Oh, what a cross court angle. Oh, Wozniacki gets it. His net cord goes over. That's too good from Iga. Wozniacki is going to get a lot of balls back. She's still super fit, even at her, like, I mean, she's still fairly young. I mean, it's not like whatever. But yeah, don't get it twisted. She is so tough on defense. Both these players. Hey, what's up, KC? How's it going? How's it going? Say hey in chat if you're watching. 30-40. Break point for Swiatek early here against Woz. Forehand of Wozniacki inside out to the backhand of Swiatek. We're going backhand to backhand. Oh, what a backhand from Wozniacki. Very strong stuff. Love that. Accelerates through it. Accelerates through it. I think Wozniacki will want to do a bit of that. Iga can struggle against the big hitting players probably more than anything. Wozniacki is never going to be that, but, you know, she can play a bit more, like, hit winners, play a bit more aggressive, and that will help her because I don't know if she'll win a lot of defensive points against Swiatek, but let's see. Let's see what version of Wozniacki steps up here. Forehand, the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand of Wozniacki. Cross court to the forehand of Iga. Forehand of Wozniacki. That's in the net. Two Masters champions going at it. Hey, what's up, Max? Congrats to Yannick winning. Yeah, let's go, Yannick. He's at 19 in a row. We're one away from Yannick versus Carlos. I am beyond excited for that. If we get it. Carlos still needs to beat Zverev, who beat him at the Australian Open, also beat him at the ATP Finals, although that was on indoor hard courts, but still. All right, another break point. That's a shank forehand. Goes way up high. It's going in, actually. Oh, no, it's going out. Wozniacki was watching it till the last minute. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Let me know the mood in the chat. How are you guys doing? I'm excited about Yannick winning. I'm doing pretty well. I like Caroline, but I have a feeling Iga will win. Yeah. Iga Swiatek is Iga Swiatek, but Jazda Iga, okay? Hey, good evening, Nicholas. Backhand from Woz, the backhand of Iga, backhand Woz. Again, that just goes wide. Wozniacki not really doing much on these deuce points. She's doing better on the break points. How do you think the Runa and Medi match will turn out? Well, I would think that both Runa and Medi wouldn't love the conditions here that much, but they played really well in their last match. Forehand chip, backhand Wozniacki, forehand squash shot of Wozniacki, of Iga, I should say. That's in the net. All right, guys, we're at deuce. Deuce into Iga Woz. Serve the forehand of Iga. That goes out. Advantage to Wozniacki. Let's go, Woz. That's an important first game for her to win. It's a bit of a marathon game right at the start. Feel like she has some kind of leeway in the match to start off here. Some momentum. Some momentum for Wozniacki. She needs it. She needs it. She can't just be going down to Iga real early, because then things spiral quick. Backhand return from Swiatek. That's a good one. Wozniacki a little bit slow getting there, but that's a good shot, though, right on the baseline with the backhand. Backhand of Iga, the forehand of Wozniacki, forehand Swiatek, the forehand of Wozniacki, forehand Swiatek again, backhand Wozniacki, backhand Swiatek, and that goes long. That's a great hold from Wozniacki. There we go. Great hold there. Let's go, Caro. One of my faves, for sure. Wozniacki. And they are showing Wozniacki's match against Kerber, which was the last match. First, she's playing one of the veterans or on the tour, who Wozniacki and Kerber really remind me of each other in a lot of ways. Both a little bit more defensive, a little bit more crafty on the court. Wearing the exact same outfit, by the way, as well. Their last match. And yeah, but now she's playing a younger player, in Iga. Good run from Caro for sure. Yeah, no matter what happens, she's got no pressure on her. She has nothing to lose, Casey. And yeah, it's been a good run for sure. All right, 1-0. Swiatek serving. Yeah, both counter punchers. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And especially Kerber, I feel like she can kind of step in and attack. But yeah, I would say that that's right. Yeah. Serve coming from Iga. A lot of time being taken here. Okay. Forehand of Wozniacki, forehand of Swiatek, backhand Woz. The forehand of Iga, backhand Wozniacki. The backhand of Swiatek, that's down the middle, and that goes long. Love 15. There you go. Let's go Wozniacki. By the way, Wozniacki's first 4-match win streak since her return to the tour, which is a very good sign. And Max, I didn't really answer your question, so sorry for that. Runa versus Medi. Medi surprised me with his level in the last match. Even parts of the quarter match, he looked good outside the serve. Runa and Medvedev, have those two played before? I'm sure they have. I can't remember, though. I can't remember when it was. Or you know what? I think it was in, like, Monte Carlo last year, maybe they played. I think. Trying to remember. Have they played on hard courts, though? I think it's... Okay. Okay, yeah. So, that's in the Rome final, of course. I forgot about that. 2 times on clay. Once in Monte Carlo, Runa won 6-3, 6-4. Then, yeah, the Rome final. I completely block out Rome from my head. The fact that Rybakina won Rome and the fact that Medvedev won Rome is so ridiculous to me that I just... It's out. I block it out. So, yeah, but, yeah, they played the Rome final, but they haven't played on hard courts yet. By the way, forehand Wozniacki goes out. We're at 15-30. Still have a chance here for Woz. Wozniacki reminds me of Murray. Their games seem very similar. I haven't thought about that comparison before. But, yeah, they are similar in a lot of ways. A lot of their biggest strengths are very, very similar. So, yeah, I see that. I see that. In his prime, Andy probably has the stronger serve. But yeah, in general, I think you're right. I think that's true. All right, 1530 here for Swiatek. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Serve from Iga at 1530. Still a chance for Wozniacki. Kick serve in. Forehand to Wozniacki. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand to Wozniacki. Way up high. Back in Swiatek. Hits over it. Back into Wozniacki. Back cross court. That goes out though. Not bad points from Wozniacki, but 2 shots she will wish she would have made in the court. Agreed, reserve. Yeah. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis. We are so close to 9K. Could we get to 9K subscribers by the end of the stream? Let's try to get there. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to Quality Shot Tennis. Serve. Swiatek, that goes out. Second serve. Backhand of Wozniacki, forehand of Swiatek, forehand of Wozniacki. The backhand of Swiatek, backhand Woz, to the backhand of Iga, backhand Woz. The forehand of Iga, that just crossed the net. Forehand Wozniacki again. Forehand, now backhand. Wozniacki fully defending. Iga attacking. Wozniacki somehow gets there with a lob. And Iga puts away the smash. The TV guys have no idea what's going on. They just put up a stat because they were sure Wozniacki wasn't going to get to the next ball. They already were showing Iga with a stat of her time spent on court, and the rally was still going. Yeah, they've never seen a Wozniacki match. Wozniacki is going to get a lot of balls back that you absolutely don't expect her for it even to be possible to get back. Same thing goes for Iga, by the way. So they need to chill. You're just putting up stats midpoint. Blocked half the screen. Forehand, that goes out from Wozniacki. That's a good hold from Iga. She was down love 30. She's out of the love 30 hole. We're at 1-1. Decent serving from Iga there when she needed it. Just high percentage stuff. Serve from Wozniacki. Catches the ball toss. It's in the net. Second serve. Second serve is the let. Backhand of Swiatek to the backhand of Wozniacki. That goes long. Wozniacki doesn't want to fall behind here. Wants to keep getting games on the board. Hey, what's up, Naked Eyes? Good to have you in here. Thanks for joining in. Working and lurking. Okay. Thanks, Annie. That's in the net from Iga, 15 all. The net off the forehand. Serve from Wozniacki. That's in the net. Second serve from Wozniacki. Forehand of Iga. That's also in the net. 30-15 for Wozniacki. We're still early stages, but Iga probably missing just a couple more shots than she wants to early in these rallies. Serve, because Iga I think does want to play the drawn out points because that's where she's so good and consistent in my opinion. Because even though Wozniacki has kind of her bread and butter, I mean it's Iga's bread and butter. She's world number 1, so I think that's kind of what she wants to do a little bit. Serve Wozniacki, kicked the backhand of Iga. Backhand Wozniacki. Forehand of Iga, cross court, it's too good. 30 all. Annie. Yep. Good to have y'all in here. Definitely say hi in chat. And like always, you can ask me different questions, whether that's about tennis or about anything else at all. Please don't hesitate. Love to chat. So we can do that. And yeah, we can talk about the match. Always fun when the chat is lively. Have some people to talk to about what's going on. It's 40-30 for Wozniacki. But yeah, Yannick threw earlier today. Alcaraz is in better form, but we'll see how he shows up against Zverev. There's a lot of tennis nowadays. And also Kostyuk won against Potapova. Kostyuk's been looking really, really good. Forehand of Wozniacki. Forehand Swiatek. Oh, half volley. That's a good one. Well, Swiatek runs. Cross court. That's too good. Deuce. Swiatek's going to be looking for that early break here. Let's see what Iga can do. See what Iga can do. Jazda Iga. Jazda. It's a good backhand running forward. That's a great serve from Wozniacki. Very aggressive. Hits into the corner. That's a good sign from her on a big point. Coming in clutch with the serve. She's not going to be hitting aces all over the court, but the fact that she can do that against Iga's return on a big moment is a good sign early. Advantage here. Serve down the tee, forehand of Iga. That goes long, and Wozniacki is at 2-1. There's not going to be any bakery in this first set. Not with the former world number one Wozniacki. We'll see how Iga shows up as well, because Wozniacki is playing pretty strong so far. What do you think of Wozniacki coming back? Do you think she still has it? Yes, I do. I don't think she'll reach the height she did. I'm not going to bet her winning a major, but I will say when she played at the U.S. Open, she played a stunner of a match against Kvitova, where I felt like she was almost not even playing that defensively. She was just hitting winners from every kind of position on the court, and that was so impressive. I think Wozniacki has it. I mean, listen, it's the obvious thing of her game is only going to get harder to play as she gets older. But I will say she's one of the more fit players. I think she's still able to play at her best at maybe a top 10, top 15 level. I don't know if she's going to be able to sustain it. You know, players like on the men's side, I can point to a guy like Michael Chang, you know, and other guys, or even like on a lower level than that, like Diego Schwartzman. These guys struggle often, even just after reaching like 30 years old. There are other players to name as well, but on the women's side, similar as well. Like those kind of players, they can struggle after 30 with their game styles, the way they play. But I don't know. I reckon Wozniacki can still be a very, very tough customer. I mean, anybody who's been world number one, they really are probably going to be able to figure it out and be really, really tough until they're at least like 35 at this point in the sport, maybe even like 36. Like they're still going to be able to be really tough players. Now, the question is, do these world number one players who've seen the heights of the sport want to stick around in tennis while they're not able to win majors? That's a different question. All right, Swiatek here serving at 1-2. But yeah, do I think she still has it? Yeah, absolutely. And she's been playing incredibly well this week. Incredibly, incredibly well. I've only been able to catch one of her matches, but she's looking really, really solid. So Swiatek serve, forehand of Wozniacki. Wozniacki again with the forehand cross court. That's in the net from Swiatek. Like I said, a few too many early errors, especially off that forehand wing, I feel like, so far. By the way, Paul and Rude are about to start up. So everybody is about to think that Paul Rudd is playing. Paul and Rude have had some great matches. That was an amazing match at the U.S. Open a few years ago. It was so close up until the fifth set, as close as it gets. That's going to be a really good match. I don't even know who I think is going to win it, to be honest. Kind of pulling for Casper, though, to be honest. Serve from Iga. Out wide. Back in from Iga down the line is a great shot. 15-all. There you go from Iga. Some good acceleration on her shot. Serve coming here from Iga. First serve is wide. Second serve. Forehand to the backhand of Swiatek. That goes long. A few too many errors from Swiatek. It's 15-30. I'll tell you what. First of all, on both of Swiatek's service games now, she's gone down a hole. Either love 30 or 15-30. And a lot of early errors from her. Now on the backhand side as well. It was mostly on the forehand. We'll kind of see. Sorry, guys. That's my phone in the background. Try to get that off. But we'll see if the errors kind of sorry guys for the noise in the back. But we'll see if Iga can kind of get these errors. If Wozniacki can kind of get these errors from Swiatek, maybe by defending and getting one too many balls back. So let's see what can happen. All right, it's 30-all for Iga. And yes, that was a landline phone. I'll try to see if I can turn that off for the stream. 30-all here from Swiatek, serving. Serve out wide. That goes long. Second serve. Serve from Iga, 30-all. Let's see what Wozniacki can do. She can step up here. Serve, that's a good one. Kicked into the backhand. That's another error wide, by the way. So it's 30-40. We'll see how Wozniacki can step up. Let's go, Caro. Let's go, Woz. Woz, she's making a good match of this so far. Serve from Iga. These are both great returners of serve. Every game is going to be tense if they both bring it. That's another error. First ball error. +1 error off the backhand side. So it's 3-1 for Wozniacki. Wow. Let's go, Caroline Wozniacki. She's back in business. Here we go. Annie, there you go. Answered the question right off the bat. Wozniacki still's got it. Partly with help of Iga, to be honest. Iga's got to cut down those errors, but knowing Swiatek, she's going to. She'll find a way to lift her level. The questions are on Wozniacki still. When Iga lifts her level, if Wozniacki doesn't drop her level, and if she can match Iga when that happens. But so far, she's got the lead, and that's really exciting for Wozniacki. Wow, Caroline, yeah. Caro getting it done. Very, very good. Very, very good. Serve into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand of Wozniacki. Forehand of Swiatek. Forehand of Wozniacki. Forehand of Swiatek. That's in the net. Another first ball error. 15-love. I like Iga, but I really want Caroline to come back. Yeah, well, these are two world #1 players. If Caroline comes back to her best level, then she should be able to test Iga. So yeah, I agree. That's a good return from Iga right on the baseline, 15-all. Thank you for your response. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Here to chat. Like talking to all y'all. Thanks, Annie. By the way, first serve percentage so far is 50% for Swiatek. She was not making a lot of first serves in that last game when she got broken. That's another backhand wide. Wow, Wozniacki. Yeah, I didn't expect it from Wozniacki, to be honest. Start off this good this early. There you go. Love it. Love it. It's excitement, but with nerves of knowing Swiatek and knowing that she'll pick it up. But yeah, for the time being, first it's just encouraging for Wozniacki too. So, by the way, I'll let you know who Wozniacki beat on the way here after this game. All right, 40-15. Let's go, Wozniacki. Love it. Love it. Catches the ball toss. Second serve. Caroline is getting a lot of first serves in, by the way, which is helping her cause. I jinxed her. First serve in the net. I will say nothing in order to not jinx Wozniacki. My bad. Forehand Swiatek to forehand Wozniacki. That's in the net. 40-30. Yeah, Wozniacki's killing it. Serve from Caro. That's Alette. Second serve here from Wozniacki. Second serve. Or sorry, first serve. First serve's out because it was Alette. Now it's a second serve. Second serve. Wow, what was that? Swiatek is way out of range. That backhand is missing. The forehand is shanking. It's going long. It's going wide. She can't control her shots, and it's the former world number one who has the lead 4-1 advantage on the current world number one. Wozniacki takes the lead. This is priming out to be a very good match so far. By the way, so far in the event, Wozniacki has beaten Lin Zhu 7-6, 6-1. That was her first match. Zhu is a tough customer. That's a tough first round. Then she beat Vekic 7-6, 6-3. Donna Vekic, who's the 25th seed. Then she beat Katie Volynets. Very, very good win over Volynets, who was the seed killer in this tournament. 6-2, 4-6, 6-0 was the scoreline there. And then against Kerber, 6-4, 6-2. Now she's got Iga Swiatek. Now she's got Iga. She's only had to face one seed, but she's had to play all four of her opponents very, very tough. I mean, Kerber is not seeded, but Kerber's been playing great. And she's both Volynets and Kerber both beat big seeds in this event. Beautiful Caroline, yeah. She still looks great. So, I mean, she looks great. And she's like 32. She looks way younger. I mean, yeah. Yeah, she's going to be a tough customer here. And then, by the way, for Swiatek as well, so far, it was her dangers at the Australian Open, Noskova and Collins. She lost 7 games, and then she beat Putintseva 6-1, 6-2. Noskova tested her a little bit. She was 1 point away from going up a double break on Iga Swiatek. Then Iga won every game for the rest of that match. Started playing incredibly well off the backhand side, playing very aggressive. She switched things up. Now she's down 4-1 to Wozniacki. We'll see if we see a similar switch up to make things easier on her. She might stop going for so much on her shots and just try to kind of rally, consistent. She has so many options, does Iga, so we'll kind of see what happens. By the way, Paul's up 1-0, an early break on Rude. That should be a good match as well. Backhand, that goes wide. So 15 love for Swiatek. Let's go. Jazz de Iga. See how Iga steps up. I've really enjoyed watching Iga Swiatek a lot more recently. Watching her, recently I've really started to appreciate the game style and the play style of Iga Swiatek. It's been a lot, over the last, I'd say maybe even 6 to 8 months, I've appreciated more than ever. Just seeing the athleticism she brings on the tour that really allows her to do so many small things just so unbelievably well. Very skillful young player. And she's only 22, which is nuts. About a 10-year age difference between the two players. All right, serve here from Iga. Serve forehand of Wozniacki somehow is in. Swing volley is really good from Iga Swiatek. We're at 40 love. Really good from Iga coming back. 40 love. 40 love. By the way, guys, we got over 150 people on stream. Appreciate everybody joining in. Let's keep it going. Enjoying the call for this of Iga versus Wozniacki. 40 love. Serve. That's in the net. Kick serve forehand of Wozniacki to the backhand of Swiatek, and that goes out. 40-15. 40-15. Serve from Iga. Kick serve to forehand of Wozniacki. That goes long. 4-2. Okay. Iga holds on. We'll see how Wozniacki responds to this next game. Really, we'll see how Iga responds. Because Iga needs to have a good return game. She's missing a lot of these returns, or at least like the first ball after the return. She's not really making Wozniacki rally at all. Wozniacki's playing fantastic, but Iga is just not really. I don't think she's making her hit a lot of shots. So, what's up, Max? As well, Max and E. Got a lot of people watching on here, but now we got over 165 people on stream. Want to call backhand, forehand of Swiatek. That goes long. So it's another error from Swiatek. 15 love for Woz. Serve coming here from Wozniacki. That goes long. Second serve. 31 minutes played so far. Serve Wozniacki, backhand of Swiatek. Backhand to backhand. Backhand Swiatek. The forehand of Wozniacki. Forehand Swiatek. The forehand of Wozniacki. Backhand Swiatek. Hits the tape, goes over. Oh, Wozniacki gets it. No way. What a shot. Drop shot. Backhand slice of shot. That is an insane rally. Wow. Wozniacki with incredible foot speed to get up to that shot near the net. Wow, that was a lucky net cord from Swiatek, and Wozniacki still got it. Both shots right in front of the net. It's an incredible redrop, too. Wozniacki did great with it, and Swiatek just so solid. Still was able to put it away. It was a tough shot, actually, but it wasn't that tough for Iga. Not for Iga Swiatek. What's tough for most is not tough for Iga Swiatek. 15-all. And this is fun with the veteran taking on the youngster, both in good form. At Indian Wells, doesn't get much better. See if Wozniacki can keep it up. That's a great backhand. Too much for Swiatek. Wozniacki doing everything she needs to do. She's when she's getting the chance, she's stepping in, being aggressive. Good stuff. We actually haven't seen a whole lot of long rallies so far in the match, like the one that we just had, which is what I think everyone expected. Wozniacki 2 points away from a 5-2 lead. Serve, kick serve, backhand Swiatek. Forehand of Wozniacki, forehand Swiatek. That's a great shot. So we're at 30-all. Anthony, new location. Yeah, Joe. Do you like it? Do you like it? I'm gonna definitely try experimenting with doing these streams without the black background as well. But yeah. Anyway, for today, it's a new one. Serve out wide, forehand of Iga to the forehand of Wozniacki, forehand of Iga, down the line, backhand of Wozniacki, forehand of Iga, inside out, backhand of Wozniacki, lob, way up high, forehand of Iga, swing volley, forehand slap shot, that's a solid volley though from Iga Swiatek, jazz to Iga, she's at 30-40, she's got a break point. Break point for the pole. Serve, that's a great one, down the middle, forehand of Iga, the forehand of Wozniacki, forehand of Iga. Oh, that goes wide. Swiatek can't even believe it. Swiatek can't believe it. She's missing so many of these balls early. And we're at deuce. I also don't know if she expected Wozniacki to step up with the level she's brought so far, but I guess you got to expect with, like I said, with Wozniacki, who's been as good as she was, that she could bring a strong level. She's been winning a lot of matches. She has that confidence. Serve from Wozniacki coming here at deuce. Serve, the forehand of Swiatek, backhand of Wozniacki, backhand of Swiatek, forehand of Wozniacki, forehand of Swiatek, forehand. Now forehand of Swiatek, that goes long. So advantage to Wozniacki. Wow, Wozniacki with the lead over Iga. And she's doing everything right. She's not really falling behind the baseline very much and getting into these kind of rallies with Iga, where Iga is so good at defense to offense and taking control. Steadily building out points. And Wozniacki is great at that too, but this is a good play for Wozniacki right now. And that's a good swing volley from Iga though. Deuce. Iga the aggressive there. What's up, Joe? Max in the chat. Forehand swinging volley is really good from Iga. Good stuff. Deuce, serve, big to the forehand of Iga. Forehand of Wozniacki. That goes long. Advantage to Swiatek yet again. Second break point. See if she does better on this one. She's looking for that break back. She's looking for that break back. Serve out wide, backhand of Swiatek to the backhand of Wozniacki. Inside out, forehand Swiatek. Fully sliding on the hard court. That's a backhand in the net. You know, 10 years ago when Wozniacki was in her prime time and world number one, people weren't sliding on hard courts like they are now. But Iga's part of the brand new generation, and we like to slide on hard courts and break our knees. That's what we do. All the new guys, all the new players do it, whether it's Sinner or Swiatek or like Menzik or all these guys. They love sliding on hard courts. And it's pretty crazy. Alcaraz as well. That wasn't a thing a while ago. Tennis keeps changing. By the way, Djokovic was the guy who was sliding on hard courts like a madman. So he kind of started the trend. By the way, Tommy Paul up a double break on Casper Ruud. I'm gonna need Ruud to pick it up. I'm gonna need Ruud to pick it up for sure. 3-0. Double break. That was always gonna be a tight match though. But I mean, that was always going to be, Ruud wasn't going to cruise in the match is what I mean. So I'm not surprised that Tommy Paul is doing really well in that match, but 3-0 is pretty crazy. By the way, guys, once again, please don't forget to subscribe, Quality Shot Tennis, if you are new. But yeah, we're back on serve. This first set is going to be absolutely crucial for Caroline Wozniacki. I think that goes without saying. I mean, Swiatek, I don't see her losing if she wins the first set. It's hard to see her lose anyway, but what a crazy moment, by the way, that would be. If we do live in that reality where Wozniacki could pull off something, like what a crazy like story. That would be like the most notable upset of like the year, maybe. Like one of the most famous upsets. Just because of how crazy of a situation that would be. I mean, Wozniacki, I don't know exactly what her ranking is. It's not that poor, but like it's not that like crazy low. She's already had a few wins, but it's the first time she's winning 4 in a row. Like I said earlier. 4 matches in a row. I'm checking Wozniacki's ranking. Let's see. 204 in the world. Okay, well, that's even lower than I thought, to be honest. But yeah, so 204 in the world. It would be a pretty crazy upset. First serve goes in the net from Iga Swiatek. 15 love. We're back on serve. Back in business for Iga Swiatek. Serve from Iga now. Serve kicked. The backhand of Wozniacki. Backhand Swiatek. The backhand of Wozniacki. Backhand Swiatek. Cross court, cross court. That's a great backhand down the line. Wow. Iga's so good at redirecting. If you look up redirecting in the dictionary, I promise you Iga Swiatek is right there under the definition. So good. So good. And it's her balance and athleticism and just strength. She's so, and skill. I mean, it's everything. In tennis, it's a whole collage of things, and her timing is just impeccable. And she does it with a lot of ease as well. Great width of shot, being able to redirect, open up the court. Forehand, that goes long from Wozniacki, so 40 love for Swiatek. Backhand to the forehand of Wozniacki. Backhand Swiatek to the backhand Wozniacki right off the baseline. Forehand. Swiatek forehand to Wozniacki. That's in the net. Wozniacki gets the hold. Jazda. 4-4. See what Wozniacki can do. She had the lead. She doesn't want to completely give up this moment. By the way, they're showing Wozniacki getting the Indian Wells title against beating Bartoli in the final. These both are Indian Wells champions. Indian Wells champions, new and old. Not calling Kara old. That's not what I'm doing. But Indian Wells champions, new and old, and going at it. Wozniacki, by the way, 36 career wins at Indian Wells, which is a lot. Third most in tournament history, only behind Davenport and Sharapova. Serve Wozniacki, kicked the backhand of Iga. Backhand Wozniacki, backhand of Iga. Backhand Wozniacki again to the forehand of Iga. Forehand Wozniacki. The forehand of Iga down the line. That goes long. So 15 love for Wozniacki. Let's go Woz. Let's go Woz. I'd love to see Wozniacki win the first set. I'm not gonna lie. I wanna see Wozniacki make this a close match. It would be quite the story. If she doesn't win the first set, I really see Iga winning in straight sets, to be honest. But let's see what happens. Paul, by the way, up 4-0 on Casper Ruud. That's pretty crazy. I mean, Paul is, I said it as soon as the top half opened up. Tommy Paul is a big sleeper in the draw. He was like my main sleeper after I saw the draw open up. I also had Monfils as a bit of a sleeper, but he lost yesterday to Casper. All right, 15-all. Wozniacki needs to hold here to keep any kind of momentum. 15-all. Serve from Wozniacki down the line. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand. Hits the tape. Goes over, though. What Swiatek pass. Forehand volley. Ooh, that was tough to deal with. Wozniacki goes for a very low percentage shot. She smiles about it because I think she knows that she probably had a better, higher percentage play on it. Yeah, Paul is completely cooking Ruud right now. It's crazy. 15-30. Swiatek on the return. Serve. Wozniacki. That goes long. Second serve. Kick serve. That's in the net. Off the return from Swiatek. So 30-all. Backhand cross court. Backhand of Iga. Sliced. Behind Wozniacki. Oh, it's a swing volley in the net. Bring me Djokovic's swinging volley in the air in the fifth set against Alcaraz at Wimbledon. Very, very similar point all around there. And it's 30-40 for Swiatek. Wozniacki probably shouldn't have hit a swinging volley. She was going way back in the court. Even the shot to set it up was very similar. That's a serve right in the middle of the net from Wozniacki. That's not a great sign. 30-40. It's a big moment. Big test for Woz. Serve. Wozniacki trying to keep her woes away. And hold here. Where she's down break point. Forehand. Cross court. It's great depth from Iga. That's in the net, though. It just feels like Iga's forehand hasn't been her top class in the set so far. It's gone a little bit better, but we're at deuce. 4-4 deuce. 4-4 and deuce. All tied up here between the 2011 and 2022 Indian Wells champions. Forehand. Down the line to the backhand of Wozniacki. Backhand. Wozniacki to the backhand of Swiatek down the line. And the 2022 Indian Wells champion. She hits a backhand screamer. And she stands at advantage. Great backhand point there. Wozniacki maybe should have gone down the line. She hesitated, I felt like. And Wozniacki, she's not going to hesitate to redirect. Great winner. She says, if you're not going to go down the line, I'm going to go down the line. It's all a game of going cross court until somebody can try to go for a advantageous shot. That was a winner. First serve goes long. Second serve from Wozniacki. Serve. The forehand of Iga. Backhand of Wozniacki. Forehand of Iga. Forehand of Wozniacki cross court. Forehand of Iga. Back. The forehand of Wozniacki running back into the court. Forehand Swiatek attacking against Wozniacki way behind the court. Forehand. Oh, Swiatek goes for it, but that forehand is out of range. I tell you what, that's a shot that Swiatek would have made so many other days. Strange. Forehand is off kilter at the moment. Serve to the backhand of Swiatek, backhand of Wozniacki, right off the baseline. Forehand of Wozniacki. Cross court to the forehand of Swiatek, forehand. Wozniacki, forehand Swiatek, forehand. Backhand now. Now we're going backhand to backhand. Backhand to the forehand of Wozniacki, which Swiatek changing direction all the time. Forehand, back cross court. Was Swiatek just rallying? Now that's a great forehand killer blow from Wozniacki. Wozniacki with the killer blow. Time stood still in the forehand rally as generations battled, and Wozniacki just killed the forehand, said, I'm done with this. Advantage Wozniacki. Heads up, Sean. Woz is looking good for 50. I feel that's a bit mean, Sean. What's up? Woz is looking great. And yeah, I mean, she's also not that. Like, she's like, I think like she's like 32. But yeah, anyway, she's still around. She's been around a while. Advantage for Wozniacki. Serve. Kicked. Forehand from Swiatek. Or is that out? Double fault. Looked in. They're showing the Hawkeye. Or whatever. That is long. So, deuce. Deuce. Serve coming here from Wozniacki. That goes wide. Second serve. Forehand of Swiatek, forehand of Wozniacki, way up high. Forehand Swiatek, that's killed down the line. Advantage to Swiatek. That is a great shot from Swiatek. Great aggression on it. I said it from the jump. It's Wozniacki who wants to be more aggressive. I feel like she's let her foot off the gas now. Because listen, I know Wozniacki is like more on the defensive side than a lot of players, but Swiatek is kind of as well, and you don't want to go into that game with Swiatek. I think Wozniacki wants to play aggressive while she can. I think she's been doing that a lot. Backhand down the line is a great shot. Forehand to Swiatek, backhand. Wozniacki comes to net. Backhand, forehand volley. Swiatek's there, but that goes shanked off the backhand side. Great shot from Wozniacki. We're at deuce. She's only early 30s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's still got time, like, or at least like right now, I feel like she's in a good spot. Doing well for herself. Deuce here, 4-4. Serve. Wozniacki. That's a let. Serve from Wozniacki. Out wide. Forehand. Wozniacki is the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand of Wozniacki. That's on the baseline. A lot of Wozniacki's shots getting good depth on him, which is important. Backhand, that's in the net, though. Wozniacki, once again, playing so much better on the break points than the deuce points, which I guess is ideal. It's worse if you're playing worse on the break points because you'd be out of the game. But if she could start playing better on the deuce points, that would be good for her. She wants to win, which I'm assuming she does. Advantage to Swiatek. Big point here. Generations collide. First serve goes long. Second serve from Wozniacki. Both players trying to get to a semifinal. And 1,000. Backhand down the line, forehand of Swiatek, forehand of Wozniacki. We're going forehand, forehand. It's a backhand. It's not kind of awkward, kind of short though. Big point here. Forehand, cross court, just cross the net from Wozniacki. Forehand. A little bit awkward again. A lot of topspin. Backhand. Cross court to the backhand of Swiatek, way out near that outside corner. Backhand slice down the line. Forehand Swiatek. Cross court. Forehand's in the net. Swiatek. She says, "This is my turf." Swiatek says, "This is my turf." Swiatek like it's 2024. And I'm ruling at the moment. I'm ruling tennis. She's got the 5-4. We'll see how Wozniacki responds, though. By the way, what is Paul and Ruud's score? Has Ruud won a game? Okay, Ruud's won a game. It's 4-1. And he's got advantage to get one break back. That's good. Let's go, Casper. I like Paul as well, though, so I don't know. I guess I'm not hugely rooting for anybody, but Ruud is definitely one of my favorites. And I don't know. It'd be great to see him do well at an 1,000 event again. Because I feel at some point, as Ruud starts getting to more and more like semis and finals of big events, people are going to start taking him more seriously. A lot of people do, which is good. But it would be great to see him win some title above like a 250. A big title in particular would be great, so that people will stop having this like 250 king thing, which really makes very little sense. There are very few players on the tour that have won over 10 titles. Ruud does get the break, by the way. And there's so few players that have gone to 3 Grand Slam finals on 2 different surfaces, and also got into an ATP Finals final, a Masters final. So the only surface he hasn't reached a big final on is on grass courts, and that's not going to happen. But yeah, unless that serve gets really good really fast. He kind of looks like Roger, Casper. So if he could get the Roger serve, then Casper would be unbelievable. That's true. If Casper had Roger's serve, he would be unbelievable. The backhand still has things to be desired. It's a great forehand from Ruud, by the way. They're showing that Paul Ruud match a little bit, which is that 15 love. But Swiatek serving for the first set here. That's a great match going on at the moment, too, especially now that Ruud is back in it. Serve, forehand to Wozniacki. That's on the baseline. Backhand Wozniacki. Cross court, backhand Swiatek. That's in the ground. Big fist bump from Wozniacki. I think she believes that she can break back here. But listen, she's got absolutely nothing to lose. She's got nothing to prove. I just think that she's going to be enjoying herself, and she's going to enjoy the fact that she has had a great run to this point so far. So good stuff. I think it's good stuff from Wozniacki. By the way, guys, once again, please don't forget to like the stream if you are enjoying it. It does help out the channel. Helps the streams get passed around. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to that 9K and 10K goals. Hopefully by the end of Indian Wells, Miami, we got Roland Garros and Clay around the season as well. The Olympics. There's a lot of stuff coming. Serve out wide, backhand of Wozniacki into forehand. Swiatek is just a perfect forehand. Hey, what's up, Powell? Good to have you. Sean, Tommy's doing well, but he's least likely to get a slam. Remember? Yeah, it's true. We did do the top 5. Yeah, who did we did? We ranked some Americans. I guess it was Fritz, Paul Korda, and Shelton, right? I don't think we did Eubanks, for example. But yeah, Paul, probably least likely, but he's doing well for himself. Maybe if Indian Wells was a slam. He's playing pretty well. All right, Swiatek 2 points away from the first set. 54-minute mark. Very long first set already. Serve coming here from Iga. She wants to just finish this off. It's been a tough set. Backhand. The backhand Wozniacki down the line is a great attacking shot. That's what I'm talking about. What did I say at the start? Wozniacki needs to step in. She needs to attack. That's exactly what she's been kind of doing. She's been getting errors from Swiatek. And that's good. Jeez, Caroline, yeah. She's at 30 all. Swiatek's still 2 points away, but Wozniacki's still testing her at the moment. Serve from Iga. That's a let. We all put Paul last, I think. Yeah, that sounds familiar, Sean. Yeah, I think somebody put Fritz below him, maybe, which is kind of funny to me. I can't remember who it was. I remember Robbie was theirs as well, but yeah, it's hard to put him against Korda, who seems so good a lot of the time outside of the mental stuff, and then Shelton is Shelton, and Fritz is Fritz. He's already won a Masters, so serve from Iga is kind of kicked down the tee. That's a great forehand inside out from Iga Swiatek. That forehand's finding the range a little bit more. Go Paul. Okay. Tommy's doing well for himself. Very underrated player for sure. Iga, by the way, has won 4 straight games. She's looking for her 5th in a row. Serve coming here from Iga Swiatek. Serve. Oh, that's an ace down the tee. Isn't that special to finish it off? Isn't that good? Great serve there. All right, 6-4 for Iga Swiatek. I was expecting Fritz to win yesterday. Boy, was I disappointed. Yeah, I was expecting Fritz as well. Rune, I didn't think Rune would love these conditions that much, honestly, but I guess Rune is very versatile, right? Anybody who has like a lot of tools and a lot of skills in their disposal, they can adapt to a lot of different surfaces. That's why we see Alcaraz adapt. He has so many different tools. And Rune is similar as well. He's just kind of honing in on his game, but he's got a lot to work with. So even though I didn't think he would love the Indian Wells conditions, he wouldn't love the outdoor hard courts, especially these kind of outdoor hard courts. He played quite well. I only caught the last set, but yeah, a bit disappointed for Taylor, though, no doubt. It kind of made the top half just even way more interesting, though. Like, I want to look at the top half real quick. Medvedev is still lurking around, but I guess I could recount it from the top of my head. So, so it's Medvedev Rune, right? Medvedev Rune. In there, and then Ruud and Paul, and then the winner of those two get to the final, I suppose. Yeah, okay. So Medvedev, Rune, Paul, or Ruud, one of those 4 guys is reaching the Indian Wells final. It'd be crazy if Medvedev could defend his Indian Wells final. I didn't expect that before the year started. We're currently in a break between sets, by the way. We're going to get started soon. I'm sure that Medi can take out Rune. Yes. Well, Medi is Medi, so yeah, we'll see if he adapts well and can do all that. And still holds on to his form. I still don't know if he can, like, I don't know. I still don't think these are the perfect hard courts for him. I don't think he loves these conditions, but by the way, I think a trainer is out for Wozniacki in between sets, so that's what's going on at the moment. I didn't watch Fritz versus Rune. How did Rune look? Can he beat Daniil today? He can beat Medvedev. I think absolutely. He looked really good, by the way. He earned his win. He looked fantastic. just so constantly tough to deal with. Just like I said, so much to work with from the back of the court, and he's just a skillful guy. He's complete. Everything was working. He can hit constantly hard and big and deep. And yeah, I mean, he's probably not as like flashy as Sinner or Carlos, but he just does everything pretty well, and that's enough sometimes. So. Fritz let everyone down. Yeah. No, I wasn't particularly happy about it for Taylor. I'm still in shock about Fritz. Yeah. Bruno must have shown a lot of grit to fight back. Yeah, I only watched the third set, but he played fantastic all set. So it was a really, really just high level third set from the side of Bruno, and he can beat Medvedev. I think the question will be who will be more confident on the surface, to be honest. I hope Ruud will make the final. Seems very hard, though. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but this is another opportunity for him. Get home now and can finally watch some tennis. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, last couple of days I haven't watched a lot. Like the first couple of weeks of the event, or not the first couple of weeks, the first week of the event, I watched like so much. Yesterday and kind of a little bit the day before, I haven't been watching as much. So I'm not sure which U.S. men have a good chance of winning a Grand Slam ever again. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Ben Shelton maybe could, but he needs a lot of time. Korda is somebody who, if he plays up to his potential, should be able to, but we'll see if he ever reaches that. Yeah, at this point, it's not. Fritz doesn't seem. Fritz isn't as exciting as maybe a lot of people would say he's as exciting now as they would have said a couple of years ago. You never know. But yeah, we'll see. It is going to be interesting to see who can step up. Tiafoe is all out of sorts, so I don't think so about Tiafoe now. Maybe Korda in the future. Yeah, Korda is the guy that I always think about. It's all mental, right? It's all mental and physical. Technical is all there. I've given up in predictions out getting them all wrong. That's tennis, though, in a nutshell. For sure, though, Joe. Serve. Down the tee, forehand of Swiatek, the forehand of Wozniacki, forehand Swiatek, going forehand, forehand Wozniacki, forehand of Swiatek. We'll see how Wozniacki can start the set. That's a big forehand from Swiatek, though, a bit of a statement. Say that forehand is working. Serve coming from Woz. The backhand of Swiatek, backhand of Woz. The backhand of Swiatek, backhand Wozniacki. Drop shot. That's not a good one. Right back to Wozniacki, though. It's a lob and goes just long. Okay, 15-30. You know, hats off to Wozniacki no matter what, though. She's had a great tournament no matter what happens. I think that's how she feels as well, I would guess. But yeah, we'll see if she has anything else to say in this match. Or Swiatek kind of runs away with it. It's kind of the feeling at the moment. Let's see. Serve, kick serve, backhand of Swiatek, cross court, backhand of Wozniacki. The backhand of Swiatek, back cross court. Oh, what a shot. I think that just caught. 15-40. 2 break points coming for the side of Iga, the 22-year-old. Iga coming for glory in Indian Wells, looking for her second Indian Wells title. She'll have Marta Kostyuk in the next round as well, so she's got a great draw, Iga. It was looking tough for her at first, but she's made light work of it. Forehand. Swiatek. Oh, that goes in. Both forehands just catching the sideline, but it's good enough in tennis. You don't have to catch the whole court in tennis as long as you got a little piece of the line. That's good enough. Oh, Wozniacki retires at the net. Oh, no. Oh, there's a handshake. I didn't think so. That was coming. I didn't realize it was that bad of an injury. All right, guys, the match is done. Wozniacki has called it. Wozniacki has called it. Man, sad. It looked like Swiatek was starting to run away with it. Hopefully, Wozniacki comes back healthy. She had a fantastic tournament. Hats off to Caroline Wozniacki. Iga's through to the semifinal. Jazda for Iga, who really picked it up once again after being down in the first set. She'll have Kostyuk. Good chance to reach the final with players like Emma Navarro, Sakari, Goff, also Yuan. on the other side. But yeah, sad for Woz. Sad for Woz. All right. Dang. Great to see Wozy back, though. Yeah. I think I cursed Wozy. Yeah, right after you said that, Ojo. Yeah, she walks off court. All right. Well, hopefully Wozniacki gets better soon. And yeah, that's going to call it then. All right. I appreciate everybody joining in. Please, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis for more matches and more streams like always. And don't forget to like the stream as well if you did enjoy it. I'll be back for more. It was a great first set, though. Caroline retired. Yes, Caroline Wozniacki has retired from the match. She's called it quits. Wozniacki just walked up to Swiatek at the net and did a handshake right after the match was done. Yeah, there you go. I appreciate it, Joe. What is going on? Yeah, she was having a injury. She had some kind of injury that trainers came on court during the changeover to kind of look at her during the changeover. So that's kind of what's going on. Let's see. What else is going on at the moment? Next up, we got Zverev and Alcaraz. Looking at what other matches there are. Paul has taken the first set 6-2 versus Casper. I feel like staying up, and Anthony 108 in the chat. Yeah. That's awesome, Joe. Yeah. We had over 165 people on stream earlier. It's a big stream. So I don't know. I feel like commentating, so I feel like doing another match. Yeah, thank you, Powell. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I think. I mean, I could stick around and commentate and do a play-by-play for the Paul Ruud match. Now that Woz has retired. But no, I think I'm going to head out. All right. I appreciate everybody joining in. It was a fun stream to do. And it's too bad for Wozniacki, but Swiatek played really well to turn it around. She'll have Kostyuk in the next round. I appreciate everybody joining in. And yeah, Swiatek threw 6-4. Swiatek threw 6-4, 1-0 in 2 sets over Wozniacki. She's into the Indian Wells semifinals. I'll see you guys at the next one.
Bye.